Hello there, lovelies. How are you? And I got something special for you today. Beep. And here we have Punch, Counter Punch, and voila! Look at that beautiful box they put him in. They better. It was like $30. Amazon exclusive. Power of the Primes. Transformers from the Prime Wars trilogy. Punch, Counter Punch with Prima Prime or Prima Prime. That means it's his female cousin in Spanish. Anyway, yeah, and there's the back of the box. And together, folks, we are going to review this and take a look at it, and we'll see what it's all about. All right. All right. And thanks again for joining us at Pteranodon Media's show and tell. And we have today Punch, Counter Punch from the Power of the Primes line opened up. And let's just go really quick about his accessories. The point of this video is not just a review, but just to talk about the figure, talk about what I know about the figure, which is very minimal. You're not a true Transformers fan. That's incorrect. I'm a huge Transformers fan. Everybody claims to be. But no, I really, really, really enjoy. I have a huge, huge, huge collection of Transformers. Made it out to a BotCon one time. And, yeah, collected the comics. So, but like anything else, I'm not always 100%. I am not the type of person that finishes the job. I don't know. But here's Prima Prime. Beautiful. Looks like candy. Looks like Energon candy. It would have been cool if we just had like some Energon cube mini guys. Little cube masters. So yeah, here's a little Prima Prime. Will go good on your, if you have that big Optimus Primal SDCC exclusive, you probably go good on that staff, and I don't want to bust it out right now. It's all put away. But here's your Punch Counter Punch. I'm not gonna. He's got shoulder issues. Yeah, I've read about him. Look it up. He's got shoulder issues. They're not very noticeable right now. I guess when I decide to transform him, which I'm not going to transform him. Just because, like I said, I don't know. I feel like it puts me on the spot, and I'm gonna be flubbing up when in fact I could just talk about the figure and talk about other aspects that a lot of other people don't, like the detail and the amount of articulation and the poses. Look at the poses that this guy can get. So let's say you got your little battle scene set up because you're a man-child like me. I don't play with my toys really, but I like to pose them sometimes and have them on display. That's kind of what I do. I have a whole bunch of figures out on display, and I like if a figure has ball jointed like little hips right here and has knees, then we're good for the most part. It has elbows and this does that, and maybe a swivel here, then yeah, you can do a lot of cool action here. So look at that. You get these dynamic poses. He's really well balanced. He's really well balanced. He's really well... There you go. He is pretty balanced. Let's keep him there. Takes about 1 second. There you go. Yeah, he's got these big old feet right here. And, he comes with this useless garbage that is supposed to make a hand, but he doesn't even transform into a limb. Oh, I mean, if someone wanted to... I mean, there is a figure that was available through the club, which I'll show you in a minute because I actually have it, that can turn into a limb, and maybe you could even put this on it if you want. But I guess, they just had to include it for inclusion's sake. Yeah. So here's your Punch, and I guess the best way to... look at how he has these backwards knees, and you know why he's got those backwards knees? Because you can turn him, flip him around, and oh, he's asleep right here. Counter Punch, you lift the visor, and there you go, you get your other figure. And then you ask, well, hey dude, how come he looks so silly with his hands like that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because these aren't his hands. We do this little flip-a-majig here, and let's do that over here as well. And we are getting what looks to be a Decepticon rather than a Autobot. Yeah. And it looks like I got it right based on the picture. That's how I transform things. And that's very similar to the original figure. Now, I never had the original figure, nor did I ever see in the stores. By that time, I was collecting other stuff. But I did have friends that still collected Transformers. And plus, they were so dang expensive. back in the 80s. 80s money, they were really expensive. And they're still expensive by today's standards. You know, so I feel bad for some of the kids that aren't getting out, but I'm glad they have these cheaper figures out there. But for the collectors, the elitists, the people like, I guess kind of like me, that want some of the old G1 characters that they never had, this is an excellent representation of the Punch Counter Punch, which is a double agent. Yeah. He is a double agent character. Let me just fix that there. There you go. It looks way better. And I like this mold. It could be used for many other mold, I think. It's a very good car mold. Mold, yeah, it is. It's a good car mold, a good figure mold. And I'm not going to put it in car mode. No, unless you really, really want it, I can do that later. But I'm pretty sure there's other videos that cover that. What I am going to cover, though, is I'm going to put him back here. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a little comparison, if you will, on some of these counterpunch characters that I got. Now, check this out. Let me see. Where did it go? Oh, God, dang it! Where you? Oh, here it is. This is on my bed. Let's take out the club exclusive counterpunch here, which I am glad they made this, because now I have a counterpunch that I don't have to keep around in bot mode, and I could actually use him as the limb that he was intended to be. Plus, this, not my favorite body mode, but look at that. Just give you a little comparison of the two guys here. So you get, so now if you had this guy here, you can have both punch and counter punch in separate modes. But just look at how much better this figure is by contrast. Just looks way cooler. So yeah, you buddy, you're gonna stay as an arm. He turns into an arm, and you could put him on another bigger robot. Now here's another little treat for you fellas. Now I don't have all the pieces right now, but here's just something that you're gonna say like, hey man, what you got there? And let me just do some minor adjustments that are necessary to make the figure look cool. Well, I think I got some of this wrong, but you'll get the idea with it. What's taking him so long? Hurry up, dumb internet reviewer. I'm not a reviewer. Yeah, but you sure sound like one. And this is going to be incorrect, but you guys can kind of get the idea. Now, it's something a little special. It's not an original one, because this is just so floppy woppy. And we're going to do some comparisons with the other. This right here is something I picked up not too long ago. Now you're saying, hey, is that the Transformers Club exclusive or the BotCon exclusive or whatever it was at the time? I think it was a Club exclusive. Yes and no. This is based off that, but this is a knockoff punch, counter punch with a little tiny head. Look at that little tiny head. Oh dear. And he has that little lift the visor action too. Could barely stand this guy. I picked him up for about like 20 British pounds. I demanded to pay 20 British pounds instead of American dollars. I said, here, this is all I have. But yeah, there you go. You get some counter punches here. Now let's look at this guy and let's match them up. Now you can see the blues are a little off on these two guys. These two blues are closer to each other. This is a brighter, more ultramarine blue, which I kind of like. I really like that. And we're gonna get him back in punch mode, and we're gonna give him back his beautiful, brilliant. I love this color combination. Just, oh wow, it's just like, it's kind of like you got the yellow and red and blue. It's like eating McDonald's by the ocean. So yeah, look at that. And then let's put him back here. See, now the problem with this is that this guy's just all floppity woppity. And while at the time, I guess it was a pretty cool mold that they used for side swipe, I believe. Was it wind charger and swipe swipe? I have his other pieces somewhere. But there you get like some punches there. Now look how this yellow goes really good. You could put this thing over. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. You know what? I may use this as his little weapon here now. And use that extra fist that they gave me for this guy's fist. Maybe that was meant to happen. So there you have it. There you have it. You got some punch, counter-punch action here. I think you can still pick them up on Amazon. I would recommend it. But god dang it, this mold is so like mold. I keep saying mold. It is mold. Yeah, it is mold. This mold is just terrific. I highly recommend it. It's just, I want to see more things done with this. I wish it would have been a combiner, but I really don't need it as a combiner because like I got this guy. It's good as its own. It's 2 figures in one, people. You know, 2 characters. You know, if I had the money, if I was the kind of guy throwing money, I would buy another one of these and have one on my Decepticon rack and one in my Autobot rack. And I got both these guys over here. So anyway, see you next time. Do all the fun stuff. If you want to help support me, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So, and I'll say goodbye with this. Punch, punch, punch. Bye-bye.